yourself, if you have a small theology, if you think you have a mediocre God, a weak God, are you going to do risky things for God? If you have a small theology, you should, when you finish Columbia, you better go and live in your parents' basement and listen to 106.5 and just don't do anything. Play with Play-Doh. Don't go out. Because if Christians have a small theology, what's going to happen to them in the real world? They're going to get eaten alive. Right? You have a small theology, you're going to get eaten alive. Don't go to university. If you're a Christian and you have a small theology, go to university, what will happen in one semester? You won't have a faith left. You need a big theology to stand up for God in this world. And what happens every day in this world? You read the newspaper. What happens to your theology? It can get dented and hurt. And what happens every Sunday when you go to church? What should happen? The worship team goes up there. What do these songs remind you of? Oh yeah, I've forgotten, but our God is actually amazing and awesome and incredible. Right? What should happen every time you go to church? What should happen every time you meet another believer? You should meet another believer. By the time you finish talking to them, you say, you know what, you're right. I was thinking God was small and weak and hopeless, and now I realize after meeting you, you're such an encouragement to me. I realized again how big and awesome and amazing God is. Do you do that for your friends? After they meet you, do they once again are they reminded of how awesome, amazing, and incredible God is? If you have a small theology, you'll have a small future. If you have big theology, you can go anywhere. Jesus had what theology? My God can immediately right now send down angels to protect me. I'm not going to ask him.
I just want to be surprised.
What's that theology?
Over here.
That's a huge theology. My Father could do all these things, but I'm not going to. That's a big theology. Jesus believed that his Father was huge and amazing and powerful.
It was good today, but I got postponed.
Are there any comments, questions?